Welcome back, children. Today's chapter is chapter 13, Air and Water. Have you ever wondered what makes your kite fly in the sky? It is air. Have you wondered how a helicopter or aeroplane flies in the sky? How a bird flies in the sky? Yes, that's all is air. It is all around us, but we cannot see it. We can only feel the air, but we can feel it when it moves. Moving air is called wind. So, what is the definition of wind? Moving air is called wind. Sometimes air moves very gently, and sometimes it moves very fast. Gently moving wind is called breeze, while fast moving wind is called storm. So, what is the difference between breeze and storm? Gently moving air is called breeze, fast moving wind is called storm. Air is actually a mixture of gases. Therefore, it shows all properties of a gas. It fills all the space available to it. It is the clear glass in which living things live and breathe. Air has mass and weight because it is a matter. The weight of air creates a pressure. There is no air in outer space. Means when the rocket goes from the earth, the space area, there is no air in outer space. Air is a mixture of about 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, and then so on, carbon dioxide, argon, and there are many small amount of other gases. There is also 1% of water vapor in it. Animals live and need to breathe the oxygen in the air. In breathing, we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. But plants, when they make their own food, with the help of this carbon dioxide, they make their own food with the name of photosynthesis. And when the plants breathe, they breathe like us. Oxygen breathe in and carbon dioxide breathe out. So, when the wind is moving, it is called air. Air can be polluted by some gas. Air pollution cause different kind of damage to the environment. Since early times, air has been used to create different technologies. Ship moved with sails, windmills used the mechanical motion of air, aircraft use propellers to move, birds fly in the sky, even parachutes, we see it flying in the sky. Now, let us do an activity. Take out a bottle of cold water from the refrigerator and put it on a table for some time. Soon you will see tiny drops of water on the outer side of the bottle. These water drops are then condensed water vapor present in the air. What are the uses of water? Air. What are the uses of air? Air provides the gas that living beings need for breathing. For example, animals take in oxygen and plants take in carbon dioxide from the air. But plants take it while it is cooking their own food, while plants cooking its own food. Living things also release waste gases into the air. Wind helps to move sailboats and windmill, and from windmill we can generate electricity. Air also helps birds to fly in the sky. It helps in the movement of aeroplane, helicopters, gliders, flying kites, etc. We wash our clothes. Then we keep it outside. We know that sunlight or the sun ray, hot ray help the clothes to get dried. But not only with the help of sun ray but also with the help of air we dry our clothes faster. Cool air makes us comfortable during summer. So children, we have to remember what are the uses of air. So if I ask you that what are the uses of air, or give me two uses of air or mention two uses of air, then you can write any 2 points. But remember one thing, while you are learning, you should learn spellings thoroughly. Now, if we are talking about air pollution. Air pollution is the result of uses of air in a very improper manner. It plays a very crucial role in supporting life on earth. People take air for granted because it is abundantly or it is available in the nature. We misuse it. Air is invisible, which surrounds the planet. Many companies do not pay attention to the waste material, which they are releasing into the air causes air pollution. Even if we see the factories, their black smoke emits in the air. It causes the air pollution. Sometimes we see cars running on the road, black smokes coming out of those cars. Those smokes also polluting our air. From air pollution we can suffer different kind of diseases, we can suffer kind of health issues. Not only that, this layer of air help us to control the heat of the sun. Yes children, if we are taking care and protecting the nature and protecting the air, then air gives us a external layer for us to live in comfortably. If the air condition of the air will be okay, it will be not polluted, then it will be easier for us to get the sun rays and the temperature will not increase like nowadays it is increasing. Because of the air it is getting polluted, and that is the reason why the temperature in the earth is nowadays increasing a lot. Even nowadays, as the increasing condition of the air and the increasing condition of the temperature, we are facing a lot of issues because we are not feeling comfortable, we are feeling discomfort. So we are using not only fan but also AC. We are using air conditioners in our houses. Do you know children, from the air conditioners we can't see that, but there a gas emits which is also very harmful and it also causes air pollution. So we should remember to protect the air, to keep it safe. We should not do anything which will pollute the air. So from this we came to understand that air is something which we should protect. Air is all around us, so we cannot see them, but we can feel it. Air shows all the properties of gas. The process of conversion of a gas to liquid is called evaporation, right? But what is evaporation, how it is going to happen? After this we are going to learn and we are going to know it. So Can you now name the gases which we breathe in and breathe out? Yes, we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. So now we are going to know about water. Water is the most abundant substance on planet Earth. How much of the Earth's surface is covered with water? 3/4. Yes, children, if we divide the Earth into 4 segments, the 3/4 of the Earth is covered with water. All living things need water to survive. That's why water is known as life. We use it for various purposes, for drinking, bathing, cleaning, etc. Water is present in all the 3 forms in nature. So if I ask you, tell me some sources of water, then it can be rivers, oceans, seas, lakes, etc. Not only this, in air we see water vapor. Even in mountains we can see water in the form of ice. So, what are the 3 states of water? We already know the 3 states of water. One is solid, that is ice. Another one is liquid, that is water. And gas means steam or water vapor. These states can change from one form to another. So, the process of fast conversion of a liquid to gas is called boiling. So, what is boiling or define boiling? Means the process of fast conversion of a liquid to gas is called boiling. Boiling is different from evaporation as it is a fast process, while evaporation is a very slow process. So, what is the difference between boiling and evaporation? That boiling is a fast process and evaporation is a slow process. That is the basic difference of them. But what is boiling? That is the first conversion of a liquid to gas. And how we can do that, how we can see boiling? It's very easy. Go to your kitchen, take help of your mom and switch on the gas, put some water to boil. When the heat, you can see the heat, the water, the cold water starts to get warm, then it's warmer, then it becomes hot and it starts boiling. So that is the same thing happens in the nature. Who is the gas here? Who is giving us the heat? Sun. Yes. So sun is giving the heat. Where we can see the water all around us. We can see all around us. So when the water is getting heated, very slowly evaporation is taking place. Slowly. Same from boiling, the water vapor is going up in the air. Now children, today I am going to tell you a story. Do you want to listen to a story about water? Children, do you know? Today I am going to tell you the story, The Journey of a Raindrop. Do you know a raindrop complete a whole journey from earth to sky and then again back to earth from sky. The cycle goes on. And I am going to tell you and explain you how it is going to happen. And the story starts like this. Drippy, the raindrop, was having fun. He was busy doing his favorite thing, floating on the waves in the ocean. Looking up, he smiled at his friend Mr. Sun, who had just come up. As the sun rose up, the day grew warm. Drippy became hot, very hot. Said Drippy, I am hot. Suddenly, he saw few clouds moving across the sky. Drippy said to himself, "The cloud sure looks nice, and it is so hot down here. I wish I could fly up to it and cool off myself." And just as soon as he thought those words, he was flying up, up in the sky to the cloud. Drippy was evaporating. Soon, Drippy landed on his cloud. While landing on the cloud, he was spotted by another raindrop, and his known name was Pit Pat. So, Drip Drop and Pit Pot. He was spotted another raindrop. This raindrop had a telescope. "Ah, there," said the other raindrop. "Welcome for joining us. Folks call me Captain Salty. What's your name?" "I am Drippy, and I came here to cool off," said Drippy. "So from where do you came from?" asked Captain Salty. Drippy leaned over the edge of the cloud, leaned over the edge of the cloud and pointed to the water below. "I was floating on the ocean there," he said. Where is this cloud heading?" asked Drippy. "She is sailing," said their Captain Salty, pointing to the range of mountain. "Looks like there is going to be storm. Get ready for some more excitement." Drippy and Captain Salty, with many other drops, began to fall down together. They saw a little stream and fell on the leaf floating on it. After some time, the stream joined the river, and the river later joined the ocean. So Drippy and Captain Salty float back into the ocean. So, from this story, children, we came to know that how water vapor goes up in the air, it becomes cloud, then when all the raindrops comes together, it gets heavy, and that clouds can't hold any more water, so it comes down to the earth. This whole process is known as water cycle. In nature, water keeps on changing its form continuously through evaporation and condensation. The sun heats up the earth. This heat changes water in rivers, seas, lakes, and ocean to water vapor. As the water vapor rise up, they cool and become tiny drops of water. These droplets collect around dust particles in air to form clouds. Then these tiny droplets of water in the cloud comes together and join to form large water drops. When clouds become full and heavy, these droplets fall on the ground as rain. The rainwater runs back into the rivers, seas and oceans, etc. This whole process on continuously is called water cycle. Water cycle is the process by which water circulates between the sky and the earth in a continuous cycle. As we have came to the end of today's chapter, I must say that nowadays water is also being polluted. So children always remember that water shouldn't be polluted. Many people throw waste materials in the rivers, in the ponds, in the lakes nearby. So we should always remember that we should not throw these kind of garbages to the rivers or lakes or oceans. We should not take bath in the pond water. Because of this, we are only polluting the water, and from water pollution, we are getting ill. Now let's recall. Air is all around us. We cannot see it, but we can feel it. Moving air is called wind. Gently moving wind is called breeze. Fast moving wind is called storm. Air is a mixture of gases. Air contains gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, dust, and germs. Water is the most abundant substances on the earth. Water covers 3/4 of the earth's surface. Water is present in all three forms in nature: solid as ice, liquid as water, and gas as water vapor. Water cycle is the process by which water circulates between the sky and the earth in a continuous cycle. Now let us learn the spellings very well. I have chosen some spelling for you, but apart from this, if you feel there are some hard spelling which you don't know or you need to learn, please go ahead and learn the spellings thoroughly. Practice spellings at home so that there will be less mistakes when you write any answers. Read the chapters thoroughly and learn the chapter very well to answer the questions. Now spelling: storm, gently, breeze, properties, mixture, vapor, dust, provides, release, survive, purposes, oceans, boiling, evaporation, process. Thank you.